You know those really polite questions everyone asks at the end of an interview? What's the company culture like? What's the development plan here? Yeah, they sound clever, but let's be honest, they don't tell you anything useful. You'll just get the polished PR version of the truth. No hiring manager is going to say, oh yeah, we burn people out and no one's been promoted in years. So, don't waste your chance. Ask questions that actually get them talking, that force real examples, and hang around till the end. I'll share the one question I see recommended all the time that you should never ask. Stop asking about culture instead of asking, what's the company culture like? Try this instead. What's the best thing about working here? And what's the most challenging? Why? Because now you're asking for real answers, not buzzwords. If they say, we're big on collaboration, that tells you nothing. Everyone says that. But if they say, the team's great, but it's full on and the pace is tough, now you've learned something important. And pay attention to how they say it. Long pause, vague answer, nothing positive to say, might be a red flag. Stop asking about development. Instead of asking, what are the opportunities for growth here? Ask this. Can you give me an example of someone who's been promoted recently and what helped them get there? This tells you whether people actually progress at this company, what kind of behaviors or results they really reward. If they can't name anyone, that's telling. If they can, listen carefully. Did that person get promoted for leading a big project, building relationships with senior leaders, delivering results fast? You'll get a much better feel for whether this place supports development or just says it does. Stop asking about management style. Instead of asking, what's your management style? Ask this. Can you tell me about a time someone on your team made a mistake and how you handled it? Because here's the thing, anyone can say they're a supportive leader. What matters is how they act when stuff goes wrong. Do they use it as a learning moment or throw people under the bus? Their answer will show you whether you'll be supported or blamed. Stop asking what they like, instead of asking, what do you like about working here? Ask, if you could change one thing about the company, what would it be? It's a much better question, because everyone's got something they'd change. If they say, I wish we had more socials, fine. If they say, the communication from leadership could be better, now you're getting real insight. This question flips the script and helps you spot any cracks before you join. And stop asking about impact. Instead of asking, how does this role contribute to the company's success? Ask this instead. What does success in this role look like after 6 months? And after a year? It does two things. It shows if they've actually thought about what good looks like. It sets expectations. So you know what you're walking into if they waffle or don't know. That's a red flag. The role might be a bit of a mess. And here's the one question I wish people would stop asking. You might have seen this on LinkedIn or TikTok. Ask them if they have any reservations about your suitability for the role. Don't do it. Seriously. It puts them in a weird spot. Either they lie and say no to avoid awkwardness, or they say yes, and now you're stuck trying to rebut their concerns in the last 60 seconds. It doesn't help. It just makes the end of the interview uncomfortable. By the time you're asking this question, their mind is probably already made up. You're not going to win them over with a last-minute debate. Remember, interviews go both ways. You're not just there to impress them. You're there to figure out if this job, this manager, this team is right for you. The right questions help you spot red flags early. They show you what growth really looks like in the company, and they help you figure out if this role is going to take you forward or hold you back. So don't waste that final 5 minutes asking what everyone else does. Ask questions that make them think and get them talking. That's how you stand out. And that's how you make smarter career moves. If you found this useful, hit subscribe for more no-nonsense job search advice from someone who's been on the other side of the table for almost 2 decades. And check the link in the description for my free CV template, job search tools and guides. Cheers!